Let me tell you a tale
Okay.
of a tale that has been told on the tale of the little keyframes girl. She was little, she had keyframes, and was a girl.
All right.
The end.
That was quick.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. We'll see you next week.
No, we're not doing that again.
Oh, you didn't want to be even shorter this time?
No.
Dang it. Hello, welcome to this week's episode of Jared Now with SHIROBAKO. It's episode 11. That's 2-6.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Jared. That is Doc Al and Ladyem.
Hello.
On the other side.
Of what?
On the far side. That's it.
Okay.
On the other side.
Okay.
See you on the other side. And then it's like, oh, it's Al.
Hello.
There she is.
There she is.
I don't know if that's the way that song goes.
It's not how that song goes at all.
I mean, it's just it's a good cover.
I thought so.
We're here to talk to you about episode 11 called The Little Keyframes Girl, in case you were not aware
Yep, that's what we're talking about.
of what episode this is. My word's correct. So we got a bunch of cuts to go through.
Mm-hmm.
I always like giving them out. She's hand them out like she's Oprah at a TV show. She's like, you get a cut, you get a cut, you get a cut.
Or
bees.
bees. And alternatively, she could be Tyra Banks, who is giving out Vaseline.
Excuse me?
Yeah, that was the thing that was the thing that happened, is that there.
What?
Yeah, I'll have to send you the video, but like there
Oh, God.
she pulled an Oprah Winfrey, but she was telling everybody like, you get Vaseline. And I'm like excuse me, what?
Did that go over well?
I mean, everybody seemed real stoked about the Vaseline.
They were gonna go do something later that night.
It was just like, you're giving like a whole crowd of people Vaseline, and you're acting like it's the greatest thing on earth.
All right, sure.
It's a real thing. I'll have to find the video because it's so funny. And now you know, knowing's half the battle.
What an interesting way to start this episode.
Talking about Vaseline and type.
Oh man. So yeah, she's doling out specific scenes for people and everything. Yumi tells Emma she should do some specific scenes as well, and Emma's like, I don't know, and she's like, no, you should do it. You should do it. You should do it. You should do it. She wasn't like that actually, but even though she's got a bunch of the animators at Musashino covered, she still has quite a few cuts left, and she needs to figure out exactly where she's going to find people to do them.
Mm-hmm.
Because A, it's the last episode. B, they're already running late. And C, a lot of other people are gearing up for the next season or already have, gotten work by this point.
Right.
So she is in a pickle. A little bit of a pickle.
Gross.
She decides she's going to contemplate, like, trying to find just, like, random animators that are just like, oh, I do animation. And Erica's like, no, don't do that. Like, don't go find people that you do not know or can vouch the quality for or anything like that. It's like, what are you doing? Stop that. So she does not do that, but basically she goes through like her entire Rolodex of folks trying to find different people and all sorts of stuff. She has a little bit of a tough time. She finds one dude at this other company that she went to, that she goes to, called The Bourne, is a place that she applied to when she was trying to find work. She gets spooked by the president, who's like, hey, you gotta repark your car. She's like, all right. It's like, she's like, I'm sorry. Bangs her head on the horn of the car. Sees the dude she wanted to talk to, but he's just like, I can't really do much. I don't know. And that basically becomes a whole thing of her just trying to find folks.
Yep.
And either being like shut down or them be like, I could do maybe a couple, but not much. It's like, this is very late. I don't know what you want me to do. And then also she kind of goes through figuring out like, or reminiscing, I should say, about her own experience of interviewing and everything, and how that whole thing went, like, and just the process it took for her to find a job eventually, and how rough it was for her. And then eventually when like she got to Musashino, she was just like done, very drained of everything. Which of course, that leads into the following day when they're like, "Hey, you should sit in on these interviews."
Yeah.
She's like,
Which I think
like,
this was a really interesting part of this episode, to be honest.
her having to sit in and listen to interviews.
Well, the whole like watching the interviews and then seeing like how she felt about it when she was interviewing, and like the difference and all that. Like it's really fascinating to me, like what her perspective on it was, really.
So we basically get to see a supercut of just various folks who came in to interview, like them answering questions and everything, talking to the president, and Aoi just sitting there, like, just basically sitting there. She's there to see, like, if these people are good people, if they would fit well with the rest of the group. What do you think of like working with them and all that sort of stuff.
The one dude got the anime company wrong, which was pretty funny.
Was the president just like,
Yeah, they're
like rolls it off?
Yeah, we didn't make that one. He's like,
But he plays it off really well. He's like, we didn't make that, but like, what did you enjoy about it? Like, what did you find fascinating about that?
And I thought that was a cool way to deal with it. But like, that dude was like freaked out because he's like, oh God, I just blew it all.
There will be people that you have seen in that cut that will be working at Musashino in the next half of the season.
I believe it.
Yep.
There was the one lady who's like, yeah, I don't really watch anime, but you're close to my house.
This job is very convenient for me. I could probably do this.
I'm good at researching.
There you go. So Aoi just like gets out of it and just like, I don't know.
This is hard.
Erica has a bit of a rough time because she finds out her father got hospitalized and basically just like goes into like a tunnel vision and doesn't like really know what to do. Basically everyone takes notice when like she spills the thing of hot water, and everyone's like, oh God, did you burn yourself? Oh God, what happened? And then the president's like, hey, is this about this? And she's just like, So they get Taro to drive her back home because it was like late enough where they couldn't really wait for a train or anything. So like, get her out of here. Not like just like, get her out of here, she's done. There's like, let her go, be home and everything, figure out all that stuff. We'll take care of everything here. Don't worry about it. Like, you need to be home. That needs to be where your headspace is right now.
This was hard to watch. I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
And
I had forgot about this part, so I did not have ample time to warn you. And I was just like watching this, I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
It was hard to watch. I will say that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
I will say it won't go like in a tragic direction.
Okay.
So it's not like going to go super bad, but she's going to be gone for a while.
Which affects everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole like catatonic state though, like I get that.
Yeah. And then basically we go back to Aoi trying to find more folks. She comes back to Musashino and sees everything. They're like, and it's like, should we have left him or left her with Taro? Is he good enough to drive her? Which I will say, like, for as much as a goofball as the show makes him out to be, like, he actually like steps up here.
Yeah, and I mean he genuinely seems like a good dude. He's kind of scatterbrained and a little. Well, he's scatterbrained. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment.
But he doesn't seem like he's a bad person. He seems like
he has
like,
a good heart.
Yeah, he has a good heart. He's like, okay, they really need my help here. I can do this.
So Aoi again has to go find more animators, and she is like kind of like trying to find like people. She is still very much just like ah. She eventually like calls the ponytail dude,
The ponytail guy who's at a freaking like
mahjong parlor.
Yeah, he's at a gambling place.
Him and another dude, they're like playing with another. They're playing with some industry folks they know,
Mm-hmm.
and she just like barges in and is like, "Hello, I am Aoi. I'm from Musashido. Hello, could any of you tell me about any animators, please and thank you?"
She like,
and he's just like, "What are you doing? You don't need to be here."
grabbing the ponytail guy. He's like, ah.
One of the dudes there is like, "Oh, I know this dude. You should go find this fellow by the name of Mitsuaki Kano." Which she's like, "Okay, all right, let's go. I'm going. See ya. Give me contact info. I'll go find him." And they're like, okay." And then like afterwards, like, is she really gonna go find him? And they're like, "Yeah, she's gonna go find him."
Yeah.
And you're like, which I don't know if you caught the reference here.
I did.
Okay, so this is Anno of Evangelion fame. This is the parody of him.
Yeah, they actually said like a parody name of Evangelion in it.
Okay.
I don't remember what actually was, but yeah, they said something that was close enough that I was like, oh, okay, I know who this is.
Which also during this episode, they're like, Aoi goes into like a dream sequence when she's like walking through the town, like it's Christmas and everything, and she like imagines all these other companies and like, oh, they have all this stuff they're doing, and it's like she goes and like looks at like different companies and it's like, here's all these characters that are very blurred out.
Yeah.
Like there's a Doraemon, there is a Astro Boy, which is very much those characters, but like are blurred out. Then she goes to like Fake Sunrise, and like just all these Gundams are working, and those are all blurred out as well. One of those things where like you can't really like, oh, this is a parody, right? It's like, no, you guys just you just drew this.
You can't get away.
You
with
have
that.
to mosaic that out.
The animation is just all blurred. That's just how it is.
It's like half the screen is just mosaiced out. It's like, oh, okay. Which is, it's the same for the home video release and everything. I'm like obviously the same for streaming and everything. So yeah, like not something they could really get away with.
Nope.
And uncensor.
But you can like tell enough what it's supposed to be.
Totally. You could totally tell. So that was kind of funny. But yeah, she's still struggling, and she's gonna go find fake Anno. And that's what's gonna happen next episode.
Oh my god.
Aoi meets fake Anno.
Oh my god. You know, you have to give her credit. She's determined.
She is not gonna give up. She does not care.
Mm-mm. She's like, oh hey, this is like somebody really important in the industry. All right, cool. I want them to work with me. That's fine. I don't care. Girl, you are ballsy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that is basically how we wrap this episode up, as Aoi goes and finds fake Anno, and that's what will happen next time as we dive into episode 12, which was entitled Exodus Christmas, because it was released 5 years ago on Christmas.
5 years ago.
On December 25th, 2014. And that will be the wrapping up of the Exodus arc of SHIROBAKO.
Wow.
Will they be able to get this final episode to air?
Ow.
I know, ow, indeed. One of the cats is like, I don't know, I'm very angry about this.
It was Loki.
I don't want her to go see fake Anno. He's a turd.
He bit my elbow.
Why?
I don't know.
It's a weird place to bite.
It is a weird place to bite.
It is Loki.
But he's just like, I'm going to chomp your elbow.
Oh, Loki.
What
so
a
yeah,
boy.
We will be halfway through this entire series next time, and then we'll go into our next arc, which will lead us all the way up to the finale.
Well, like I said, I'm hoping for the loss of the creepy dolls and the dancing.
I think they go away in they don't. There's no dancing ending for them, but like the ending is different. I don't know if they show up in the ending or not, but it is a different ending.
Which I mean, I assume they're going to
prominent.
show up more because they're kind of like her,
yeah,
like guiding spirit type things. But like,
right,
they're creepy.
So yeah, 13 more episodes to go, unless we decide to watch the OVAs, which you probably won't.
Are they not good?
Well, the OVAs are basically episodes of the animes they create.
I see.
So the first OVA is episode 1 of Exodus, and the second OVA is episode 1 of the other show. Which I've watched, and like they're okay.
Yeah.
But it's nothing like if you don't have to go out of your way to see it.
Okay.
But yeah, next time we will discuss episode 12, Exodus Christmas. So if you'd like more from us, go to seasonlanguagecheckup.com or sac.cool. It's where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like Season Language Checkup. And Jared and now watches what you're listening to. So you will listen to Season Language Checkup OVA.
Nice.
I was 2 or 3 of not doing that. And I did it at the end. I just went on autopilot.
I know. You almost did it.
You can find columns, reviews on the site as well. If you'd like more from Anne Ladyem, go to anneladyem.com. She's got columns and reviews. And you can follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/animecheckup. So next time, join us as we deck the halls for Exodus Christmas. I don't know. Is this episode going to go air on Christmas or near Christmas? I'm going to be so mad when I edit this podcast later because I'm like, why are you sitting here talking so much? 8, 9, 10.
That'd be
11.
really nice if it did.
No, it's going to air on the very beginning of December.
Well, dang.
But it's still in the spirit.
December
is the Christmas month, so it works.
It's true. It's true.
Or I guess 12 will be like the second week of December. So
our gift.
Close.
Our gift will be hundreds of horses.
We do have an episode going up on Christmas, so.
Oh wow! Really?
Yeah, we will have episode 14 will be going up on Christmas.
Wow! Like I said, hundreds of horses.
Hundreds of horses. So look forward to that next week.
Hey.